Hello, how is it going? So I'm just going to do a little breakdown today of what I thought was a good trade at the time. Obviously, see, this is my, if you're in the group, just was my outlook at the beginning of the day. I wanted a bit of a pullback into here and then some kind of reverse. Um, that's what I was aiming for at the beginning of the day. And that's what kind of happened. But as long as we had a lot of like liquidity resting here, see this was like a liquidity zone. Obviously, we know liquidity needs to get swept, and it did. So we've had that swept, and then we come into um, Asia. Sorry, there's someone in the background. I always get put off when there's someone talking in the background. But yeah, so we come into Asia, and idea for taking the trade was you had these little bits here. You got a reaction. Suppose we got a little reaction from that there. It's failed it, it's blasted through, but then we had a bit of a pullback. So I'm going to say that's a CPB. I probably am going to say that's a CPB. And then it's come back into what I said this swept liquidity. Like we've had a little come down wick. That candle was a bit of a wick. So I thought, okay, brilliant. When it comes into there, in enter. Now, one of the things I always try and do sometimes, I look for at half 7, we normally have a swing, and at 3 o'clock we have a swing. Look what happened today, both times. We had a swing in the first hour of the respective sessions. You sometimes have a swing. So that's what I thought was going to happen today. We've had this swing, it's come down further into here, took my stop out. So it's like, okay, how would you got involved? Today was one of them days where it really wasn't a good day. I'm not going to waffle on too long about this trade because where could you have entered here? I'm looking at this. Where would I have entered? This is a good practice to do. At the end of every day, just look and be like, okay, what did I need to happen? You could say, okay, that got swept, and then we had the reaction in here, and then the reaction broke, and then at 3 o'clock, which is the key time to take a trade, we had to tap into this zone. So that would have been me pushing the boat out a lot, but I could have took it. I do need to get a challenge. That would have been a risky trade because today's just been absolutely awful. But we're still in a 15-minute demand. My outlook at the beginning of the day was still to go bullish within here, so I should have really been looking for ways to go long. I normally like to only take one loss a day now, or two, one at risk, one at half the risk. But yeah, so we've got the flip model in there. Liquidity taken. Demand hell. Could you wait even more? I suppose you could wait to say that this one then broke. It's a very wicky, and then come back into this if you wanted like a double confirmation of it. Probably that's how you could have took that, so you could have covered that low. Where would you have aimed for? The other side of Asia, as it hit it now. Still 5R, 4R. Where could you aim for? You could have just aimed for this structure here. Still could have got 3.5R. So that could have been a trade for today. And I have looked at it later on in the day. Not looked at it later on in the day, so took that loss and that would kind of me out. I just seen this. You know, when you see all that, and you just like, what is that? I wasn't a fan of it. I wasn't a fan of how it was shaping up. If this had happened earlier, oh no, I would have had a bit more structure to the day. I don't know. Yeah, this would have happened. Maybe if this would have happened around this time, I'd have been like, okay, but I just kept monitoring it. Like, whatever. Like I said, okay, well, we've got this. But it's still holding. It's not failed yet. It didn't fail. It didn't fail till then. Well, we had that sweep, and then it come up here, and that broke. So ideally, yeah, looking over that, that is three really demands. That's just a throwaway demand. So I've had one break structure, two break structure, then three. So yeah, definitely probably should have had a look at that properly. Could have maybe got involved in that now, looking at it. But it is what it is. One of them days. Very rainy day. Not a good day for either pair, I don't think. This was the same. It's probably even worse anyway. I don't think you could have got involved up in here. Nah, what would you have done? Yeah. I've only been saying, I've only been saying because all that was building up at top. I probably would have gone the other way, to be fair. I probably would have gone the other way. You know what I mean? We've got a lot of like triple tops, nothing's been tapped in. I'd have probably said that we're going to get swept and then go the other way. So that's what I would have thought looking at GU today. EU looked a bit better. Um, Looking into the next week, could take it up here. I don't know what's going to happen now. Could we have seen the low of the week? So it was on a Monday or Tuesday. So is this going to be a low of the week? Same for British pound. The British pound here. So that was on Monday. So it could be a bullish week. We'll see. But yeah, that's my wrap up for today.